Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel Banks and I plan to bring you all things beauty. Okay guys, so happy Kaizen Monday. And if you are new tuning in or you didn't check my first Kaizen video, essentially Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy for setting order or to bring about change. And in English, it translates to bring about change. So you pretty much want to set things in order, bring about some change. And Kaizen is mostly used in manufacturing. It's a lean manufacturing tool to help sort things, put things in its place, to optimize people, spaces, and it helps bring about safety, and it helps the company save money. So that's why they use it. The biggest things is to get rid of unnecessary items and people, save money. That's a big thing. Save money, and also to bring about safety. Okay, because when everything is organized and in its place, usually that place is safe. Okay, so with that being said, if you want to know a little bit more about Kaizen and the project that we are working on, I will link the first video that was the descriptor of what we will be doing in the description today. So it goes into Kaizen. It's going to go into this project that we're going to be working on. So today's video is to focus in on the first step in the 5S process that we will be using for our Kaizen project. And step 1 is sorting. Okay guys, so this is going to be a 2-week project. Week 1, Monday, I am going to kind of explain what the sorting will be and how we should try to sort. And then step 2 next week in this 2-week process will be actually sorting. So we'll go through some sorting activities together. So essentially what the sorting is removing unnecessary items from your space or from your life. So for example, if you go in your closet and you have shoes that you have not worn in 6 months, and the reason that you haven't worn them in 6 months is because either they're old, you don't like them anymore, you got new shoes, whatever, it's time to get rid of those shoes, guys. It's time to get rid of those unnecessary items. If you go through your wardrobe and you find clothes that are either too small, and when I say too small, it's like, okay, dieting, the type of dieting that we will be doing, the healthy dieting, is not going to get you back in those clothes no time soon. It's time to get rid of those clothes. Or they're dated. It's time to get rid of those clothes. And these may be items that you can give away to people who can use them. Some items you just may have to toss to get rid of that unnecessary baggage or items from your life. And this is going to be an essential step because sorting is the hardest thing to do, because a lot of times, including myself, I include myself, even though I've been using this for some years now in my job and implementing it somewhat at home, I still find it hard for me to go into a space with all of my personal items and say that it's unnecessary stuff or I don't need it. Because a lot of times we're thinking, okay, if I didn't need it, I wouldn't have it in my home. But sometimes we just hold on to stuff. It may be sentimental reasons. It may be we just haven't had a chance to toss it. It could be now it's in the back of our heads and we didn't even think about getting rid of it. And so having all of these unnecessary items brings about clutter, and you're holding on to things that you just don't need. And we all know that clutter brings about stress, anxiety, and it just makes you feel overwhelmed. And so to reduce all of this stress and anxiety and all of this overwhelmness, we're going to start decluttering our lives together, guys. Okay, so bear with me. So the first thing that we want to do whenever we go into a space that we're going to declutter, in each item, and you have to go through each item, guys. So let's say you want to start in your closet. You have to go through each item in your closet and you have to ask yourself, okay, have I used this item or have I worn this item within the last 6 months? No. Why not? oh, because it doesn't fit anymore, because I had this when I was in high school, and I know I'm not getting down to that high school weight within the next year or so. Let's give it to somebody who's already in at that high school weight. Shoes that may be a little worn, or shoes that you don't necessarily want anymore, let's give it away to people who can actually use it. If it's shoes that are completely worn out and can't be used, let's toss those things out, guys. I'm all about recycling. I'm all about giving to people who may need it. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry guys, so you all know I have kids too, so okay. But anyways, so let's get rid of some of that clutter by just going through each item. So for example, if you're going through your front room and you have items, and I'm not saying like furniture or decor, but like magazines, whatever items you may have that you haven't been using. Some people have mud rooms. If you go through your mud room and you have boots or whatever you have in there that you haven't worn in a long time, you just want to go through each item and you want to sort for things that you want to keep and things that you are going to toss. Okay, so that's the first step. Identifying items that you're going to keep and things that you are going to toss. And you will be surprised how many items you have in your house that you don't necessarily need or use and can either be given away to someone who can utilize it, or it can be tossed in the garbage. Okay, and a lot of times we don't realize we have all of this stuff in our homes until it's time to move, until moving day, until it's time to pack and it's time to move into a new space. And that's when you realize, okay, where did all of this stuff come from? It's because you have not decluttered. It's because you have not taken this process into consideration or utilized it, or if you don't know of it, you just didn't know of it. Now you know. Okay, so now you know about this process, and so now you need to use it, okay? And this is a continuous process. So this is not like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, we're done. No, we're going back to step 1, and we're going to continuously use this process to maintain that decluttered lifestyle. Okay, guys? So this was week 1 for this 2-week project for sorting. Okay, was to kind of give you an idea of how we're going to sort, kind of define the guidelines for sorting, so you can give yourself 6 months. Have I used this item within 6 months? Now, some stuff makes sense. Like, for example, if you go where your seasonal items are, like your seasonal decor or whatever, if it's like a Christmas tree or something, or Christmas ornaments, of course you haven't used it because Christmas, you know, is only once a year. That's not something that you need to toss out. But again, like if you go through your makeup and you have a blush in there that you have not used in 6 months, and you ask yourself why you haven't used that blush in 6 months, and you tell yourself, because I really don't care for this blush, or I forgot about the blush. Either you don't really care about it, or it's not useful. So that item needs to either be given to someone who's going to utilize it, or it needs to be tossed. That, for example, is what I am talking about. And in your kitchen, the same way. If you're going to start in your kitchen, you want to go through all of your items and make sure you don't have any expired dry goods, any expired canned goods. You want to make sure that all of your plates and cups and stuff are things that you are utilizing. I know some people have collections. We don't want to ruin collections, but if you have mugs in there that are just collecting dust and you don't have a collection, give it to somebody who can use it. Have yourself a yard sale. Take it to a thrift store, or I forget the name of the other store where you like take old items and they give you money for it. I think it's a thrift store. But anyways, take it to that place or give it away to someone who can utilize it. And that's going to help reduce a lot of clutter, and it's going to allow you to have a lot more space. And not only more space in your home, but it's going to help reduce that stress, and it's going to help reduce that anxiety, guys. So trust the process. Trust the process. So what we're going to do for the next 2 weeks is sorting. Okay, guys? So next week, I'm actually going to demonstrate some sorting to give you examples of how I do sorting in my own household. But today, I kind of wanted to give a little more informative description of step 1 in the 5S process, and that is sorting. how they use this process in corporations, just in case you're kind of wondering, like, okay, this sounds like something you should be using at home and not in a corporation, is, for example, I come from lab life. That's pretty much a lot of what I know, is working in a lab and dealing with quality. Okay, so in a quality standpoint, 5S will be utilized in the lab. You will go through all of your equipment or all of your glassware and things that you don't use. You either donate it to another lab or you get rid of it. Okay, so that helps bring about space for items that you do need. It helps eliminate just having clutter everywhere, and it brings about safe spaces. Okay, so you don't have things that you don't know that's there. Everything is clearly being utilized, so it brings about a lot of organization. It helps bring about space, and it helps reduce, I don't know what that is. I don't know when that was last used. You know, so it helps reduce all of that, okay? So this is going to be so exciting, guys. Utilizing this in your home is going to be so beneficial. You are going to be amazed. So step one, again, guys, is sorting. So that is what we are going to be doing. Okay, guys, so I hope that you all are really excited about this project. I know that I am. There is nothing like a good cleaning, a good spring cleaning, either the summer, the winter, the fall, whatever. A good cleaning is going to be so essential to having some peace. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. This is going to be all things beauty. When I say all things beauty, guys, we're going to be playing in makeup. We are going to be gardening. We are going to be adding some curbside appeal to our homes. We are going to be decluttering our lives of unnecessary items, unnecessary people, bringing about that natural glow from within, because we're going to have all of that positive energy. We're going to have reduced stress and reduced anxiety. I'm also on a weight loss journey, guys, so I'm going to take you on that weight loss journey with me. And what does that have to do with all things beauty? When I started to lose this weight, I am going to become healthier. I am going to be eating healthier items, so that's going to bring about that inner glow. That's going to help my skin to shine. That's going to help me look good, guys. That is going to bring about some inner and outer beauty. So stick with me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload, guys. And to all my existing subscribers, I appreciate your support. Thank you so very much, and I will talk to you all soon.